I don't normally stop in the middle of the day, but when I do, it's going to be good. And what I mean by good is it's a revelation. It's an enlightenment. It's my eyes awakening to something that I've listened to and heard a million times and never really truly understood, and then God reveals it. How many people are sitting in prison or in jail cells right now saying, I can't believe I did that, or I didn't know I had that in me, or where did that come from? That wasn't me that did that. How many horrible, horrible crimes do we hear about? Crimes, parents against children doing horrible things, and it makes you think, and they're full of regret. They're full of, they're in prison. I was incapable of that. Or how many times have you in your personal life or my personal life made decisions in relationships, and they were all wrong, and they were a mess, and they led us astray, and they wreaked havoc on our lives, and now we're left with scars because they were so bad. What did we do wrong? And what did those people that had all those regrets in prison, do wrong? They did exactly what the world told them to do, and that was to follow your heart. How many times have we heard that in life? Follow your heart. If it feels right in your heart, then it's right. And I'm like, wow, 52 years, 53 years of me realizing of following my heart. And now I look back at all the wounds, all the disasters in my life, and all the scars, and all the brokenness, all the sleepless nights, millions of gallons of tears poured out over situations that I got myself in that I should have never been in to begin with. But I followed my heart. The good book warns us that the heart is deceitful. It is desperately wicked. Why are we following it? It just hit me like a freight train today, like a truck. I'm like, wow. And I really think about that for a minute. Stop and think about that for a minute. How many times in your life have you made decisions based on how you feel in your heart, how it felt here? And Jesus is telling you, your heart is desperately wicked. It is deceitful. It's full of evil. And then I'm thinking, wait a minute. Well, my mind is just, I can't wrap my head around this. But then I started to think, when we invite Jesus Christ into our life, where do we invite him? We invite him into our hearts. And then I started a little bit further down the road. I said, Jesus said, all the issues of life flow from the heart, right? So I'm thinking, wow, this is pretty incredible to think that all this time I've been listening to my own heart, my very own heart, the heart inside of my body that is pumping my blood, has been lying to me all along. And wreaking nothing but havoc. Is that not wild to think that? The good book says it. The good book says it. That's why when we put on the weapons of faith, right? The armor of faith, the breastplate of righteousness, to do what? To guard the heart, right? Right? And Jesus comes into the heart, right? Why? To change it, to clean it out, to transform it, to remove the evil, to get out the wicked. What does that happen? It says you need a new heart. How do we get a new heart? We don't get on the transplant list. We go to Christ, and we trust Christ, and we surrender our lives and our choices and our heart to Christ so that he can give us a new heart. And by getting a new heart, our minds get transformed. Wow, I mean, come on. Think about all that for a minute. Really, really think of that. Sit there for a minute in quiet and talk to the Lord and say, hey, listen, Lord, what is Chaplain Joe jumping up and down about? And then think about all the times you were in bad relationships, and what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Or all those stupid mistakes you made, and you wound up in the hokey, right? Or you wound up in a horrible, horrible situation, and you followed your heart. Follow your heart. No, don't follow your heart. Don't follow your heart. Your heart is desperately wicked. It lies to you. And then I saw a message Lion of Judah was talking about the heart, and I couldn't believe when he was explaining and how many times I've said that. I can't believe I did that. What was I thinking? What was going on? I didn't know I had that in me. You think of the horrible situations, like I said, with the parents and things they do, or the horrible things other human beings do to other people. And then you say to yourself, well, how could this happen? That's not my character. That's not me. It's because the heart is full of evil, and it's desperately wicked, and it's deceitful. And if you follow your heart, you're going to get deceived, and it's going to lead you astray. I can't put together, but I know that Eve, the mother of mankind in the garden, made a choice to eat from the tree of good and evil, knowledge. Her choice was given to all of mankind inherently because she was the mother of mankind. So everybody now is under that curse. So I'm not sure exactly where that comes into play and how that works into the heart. But Jesus connects it, we connect it, and we always follow it. And what happens? We fall on our faith. Can you honestly say in your life that you followed your heart and it didn't lead you astray? I mean, I'm really curious to know, is there anyone out there who followed their heart and their life worked out perfectly and they never got wounded, they never got in a broken relationship, they never did something that they regret? I want to hear that. I really, really, really want you to reach out in the comments and say to me, with 100% honesty and truth, I followed my heart and it worked out good in my life. I don't think there's anybody out there that can say that. I honestly don't. And I'm not talking about just one situation. I'm talking about your entire life. Look at your entire life and see if there's one instance where you followed your heart and it all worked out. I highly doubt I'm going to find anybody out there. I really don't think I am. But I hope I do. But I mean, that would prove that I'm nuts. But don't trust your heart, man. The world, they notice the world is telling you, follow your heart, man. Who runs the world? Who's the God of this world? The very one who got kicked out of the garden. The very one who's down here running around with us doing what? Stealing souls, torturing people, tormenting people, upsetting people, playing games with people on the regular. You know who I'm talking about, the very enemy of our souls. And he runs the world. So the world's telling you to do what? And who runs the world? You do the math. That's why Jesus said, guard your heart. All the issues of life flow from it. And then he went on to say, your heart is deceitful and desperately wicked. You've got to transform your heart. So if you're living life without Christ, if you've never truly surrendered your heart to Christ and asked Christ to give you a new heart and transform your mind, then you are lost. And you are being led by your heart, which is desperately wicked, and it's full of evil. And then you ask yourself, why is my life a mess? I wonder why. I wonder why. I hope this gets you to think. I hope this helps somebody today. Don't trust your heart. Whatever you do, don't follow your heart. Don't follow your heart. Read the good book. Follow the good book. That's the only thing that's not going to lead you astray. Be encouraged today. And tell me, if you honestly can tell me that you followed your heart in life and it all worked out.